Hey guys, Justin here with AmericanMuscle.com, and today we're taking a closer look at and installing MP Concepts front grille replacement fitting on 2024 and newer GT and EcoBoost Mustangs. Now you should be considering the very affordable MP Concepts grille replacement if you'd like to really clean up the look of that front end by removing that factory pony emblem. Now on top of that, this grille will also allow more airflow into the front of the car, which will obviously help with cooling, but also getting more fresh, cool air to those factory or aftermarket air boxes. All right guys, let's start off with our features block here because you do have a few to consider when talking about the MP Concepts grille replacement. First and foremost, this will really help clean up that front end and, in my opinion, make for a slightly more aggressive look by eliminating the pony off of your factory grille. Now secondly here guys, if you have an EcoBoost S650 Mustang and want to add a bit of that GT styling, add a little bit more muscle to the front end, well, this grille will help accomplish that by replacing the plain Jane stock Eco grille with an option that is complete with the nostrils or inlets, which is very similar to that found on the GT. Finally guys, those inlets are going to be free of any additional material, this portion right here of course, which in turn will really help open up the airflow to the front of the car. Now I see owners all the time taking a Dremel or a drill to help open up the stock grille on their rides, and not only is that just a lot of work, but it can also lead to questionable results visually. Now the option here from MP Concepts on the other hand, well, that's going to achieve that same result while looking much better in the process. Now moving into our construction block, and this grille has been both designed and built using OEM Ford CAD data, which basically ensures a perfect fit in the factory bumper. Now that's something a lot of our customers have mentioned in the customer review section. Definitely check those out if you haven't done so already. Now moving to materials guys, we're going to be looking at a durable automotive grade ABS plastic here, finished in that same gloss black as the stock grille, and it also features the same honeycomb pattern as that stock grille, which will keep the look consistent with other grilles found on the front end of your ride. Now finally here guys, the grille will install just like the stocker with no modification or drilling necessary. All right, let's shift our focus over to our pricing block here, guys. And this could easily be another feature, in my opinion, because you're looking at right around that high $100 ballpark figure, making this one of the most affordable grilles currently on the site at the time of this video. All right guys, last but not least, let's move into our construction block. And as I just mentioned, there's no need for any crazy modification, drilling, or anything like that. However, the bumper will need to come off in order to swap out the grills. So site's gonna call this a solid 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you a couple of hours or so to complete from start to finish. But now to give you a better idea of how this one might go down in the garage or driveway at home, let's throw it out to the shop for our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
For this install, you need a 3/8 ratchet, couple 3/8 extensions, a 10mm swivel and 7mm socket, a clip removal tool, and a trim removal tool. All right, today we're gonna be installing an upper grille on our Mustang, so let's get started. All right, so in order to get our bumper off, we're gonna start under the hood here. We have 8 plastic push clips going across the top cover here that we're gonna remove with our clip removal tool. So we'll pop all those out first. All right, once we have all of those out, we'll pull our cover straight up. All right, now we have our cover out of the way. We just got to pull up our weather stripping here. So there's 2 clips. Use our clip removal tool. Just pop them up. Do that on either side. We're going to switch to our ratchet and 7mm socket and take all of these 7mm screws going across out. All right, now we're going to be in our fender well behind our headlight. You'll see two 10mm bolts right here and here. They're going to be hard to see. We're going to grab our ratchet. We have a couple extensions and a 10mm swivel socket. Just to get down there and get these out. Just reach down in there and pull them out. And you go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. All right, now we're all the way underneath the car. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the back bolts and clips out of our splash pan down here. So we have 3 clips across the bottom. We're gonna use our clip removal tool and pop those out. Now that we have those out, we're going to grab our ratchet extension and 7mm socket. We're going to take out all the bolts going across the back side, except the ones on the very outside attached to our lip, then also the 2 in the middle. So now we're going to come to our wheel well. We're going to take out 4 push clips on our wheel liner here using our clip removal tool. All right, now that we have those out, we can pull this back. And right here we have our connector for our marker light. Just gonna pull that off. It's just a simple push the tab down and then pull it off. Now you can go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll show you how to remove one more connector on the other side. As you can see on the other side, we already did the same thing. Now we just need to get our main bumper connector right here. Same thing, push down the tab and pull and get that disconnected. Now we can pull our bumper off. Now on the other side where we took out, there's 2 10mm bolts. There is a plastic push clip in between there. We're gonna grab one of our plastic clip removal tools and just pop that free. And go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. All right, now we're gonna come to the top. Just lift up the top here over our tabs and pull the whole bumper cover off. All right, now we have our bumper and we're on the back side. We are gonna take out our reinforcement cord right here. Just held in by a couple plastic tabs here. You can just push them over to the side if you need to. Use your trim panel tool. Just work that all the way across. And set this aside. All right, so on the other side we will see our light with our bracket and then our wiring harness that's attached to our upper grille. So we're going to take our 7mm socket and ratchet, take these 2 bolts out first. Then we're going to grab our clip removal tool and just pop our clips off of where they attach to our grille. All right, you just fold that up over the side. Go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So on the other side, you'll see 3 of these plastic tabs. Now they're easy to remove. So push down on the back side, push them through. You'll see a little push down tab there. Do that for all of them. If you need to, you can use your trim panel removal tool, just give it a little assistance. Go ahead and do the same thing for the other 3 on the other side. All right, now we just need to pull our grill out. You'll see it's held in by plastic tabs going all the way around. Same thing, we're just gonna grab our plastic trim tool and just push this to the side and work our way around. All right, we can pull our grill out and set that aside. Now that our grill's removed, we just need to swap over our tow hook cover. So just a couple of tabs on the back side. Just push those over, just pull it straight out the front. So we're gonna get ready to put our new grill in. First, we'll put our tow hook cover in place. Just line up the tabs. Snap it down. We can flip it over and install our grill. All right, we can set our grill into place now. And just starting at a corner, working our way around, pushing it down over all of our locking tabs. So we're going on either side, we're going to reinstall 3 of our push tabs. They just click back into place, like that. Go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. All right, now we're going to put our harness and our light back in place. So clip our tabs into place. Line up our bracket. Hand thread in our screws. We'll grab our ratchet, extension 7mm socket, and tighten down our bracket. All right, you can go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Now we're going to set our bumper back onto our car. Just line our top up first. And we can come to the sides and push our push clip back up to secure it to the fender. All right, go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. All right, so now we're on our driver's side. We're gonna come back and plug our main harness connector in. Get that lined up. Push it together till it clicks. All right, then we'll plug our marker light back in. Get our wheel liner back in place and reinstall our 4 push clips going across. Now you can go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, just minus that main harness clip. You'll just have this side marker clip. Now that we have all of our harnesses secured, we can put our reinforcement back in. Just push down over our locking tabs. All right, so we're gonna go back underneath and secure our belly pan. Now we're gonna start with our 3 push clips first. Got 1 in the middle, 1 on either side. And we'll go to our ratchet, extension, and 7mm socket and put in all of our bolts going across the back side. All right, now we're gonna reinstall our 2 10mm bolts down in our fender. It's gonna be pretty hard to see, but just put them right back where you took them out of. We have our ratchet with a couple extensions and a 10mm swivel socket. Tighten them down. Go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. All right, so let's switch to our 7mm socket and we'll put our bolts back in that are going across the front of the car. Once they're back in, just make sure you push your weather stripping down on the 2 tabs on either side. We can get our cover back in place. All right, we're gonna put our cover back in place and reinstall our 8 push clips going all the way across. And that wraps up our install of our MP Concepts upper grille for our 2024 and newer Mustang GT and EcoBoost. And remember, for everything Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.